up? What's up? It's the second episode of the Cold Cheese and Hot Bullets podcast. Welcome here. Welcome here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So it's been a little while, man. We meant to get out to y'all and give y'all a second episode last week in the second round of the divisional round of the playoffs. We didn't get around to that, so we apologize about that. But we back in effect, and we're ready to get back at it. So this week we're in the championship round of the playoffs, so we're gonna talk a little bit about that. And we're going to talk about a little bit of the coaching situations going on around the league right now. What's good with you, bro?
Man, everything's good, man. Everything's shaking easy, copacetic. You know, man, I'm living, I'm eating, I'm striving, I'm thriving. You know how it is. Got a roof on my head, can't complain.
Striving and thriving, whatever, dude. Sound like a 1970s pimp.
Lay back like four flats on the Cadillac.
Yes, sir, bro. So, yeah, man. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Championship round of the playoffs should be a great weekend.
Yes.
I guess we can start with Kansas City versus Cincinnati. What are your thoughts on that, bro?
Man, dog, I'm feeling like it's a Joe Burrow extravaganza. I feel like Joe Burrow's gonna get the best of this, and I know Magic Mahomes. He is magical, and he is a somewhat of a Martian. But I'm just feeling Joe Burrow, man. I think he really feel like he's gonna grasp the moment. He understands how important this is, and he did it once with a bad offensive line, and now since they got the pieces on the offensive line, I think he's got an advantage, and I think the momentum is on his side. What do you think?
Man, I absolutely disagree with you, bro.
Hey.
Joe Burrow, I'm not taking anything away from Joe. He's cool, Joe. I like his swagger. He got it. The team has done a heck of a job this season. I'm not mad at it, but at the same time, I just don't see Patrick Mahomes going down this week.
You don't see it?
We can get into I do not see him going down this week. Last week, he was hobbled. And, I was a little questionable about his return. I could tell he was a little peed off about the injury and all of that. He came back out. They obviously shot him up with something. Made him feel real good. And he got out there. Of course, he wasn't 100% Patrick Mahomes, the Superman that we've come to know. But 80% Patrick Mahomes, even 75% Patrick Mahomes, he's still going to make it do what it do. So I'm just looking at the figures here, man. So as a pocket passer, because I'm assuming that he's going to stay in the pocket a little bit more this week due to the injury. I think Tony Romo talked a little bit about it last week about a high ankle injury. How he, that first week they shot him up, he was good, but coming back later on that week, was a lot more severe. But they stated that he pretty much practiced full out for participation this week. Well, not the whole week, but the last day of practice. So I feel pretty good about that. But looking at his numbers, bro, in the pocket, they say he ranked first in QBR at 73%. Passing TDs, 35 touchdowns. And first down percentage is 42% from the pocket. Now, we know what he can do outside of the pocket. But in the pocket, he's just as lethal. Now, my only concern with what I'm saying about Patrick Mahomes, if I just lean on Patrick Mahomes, I feel 100% that they can come out with a victory. My only thing to that is that it's been word on the street now is that Travis Kelce has had a back injury this week. Dealing with a back injury this week.
Yeah.
But he was a full participant in this week's practice as well. So with everything on the line, I believe that he's going to play, of course.
Yeah, he's going to play.
Because it is championship. Yeah. But I'm not sure. But at the same time, without Travis Kelce, they've still been pretty good because they haven't just leaned on Travis Kelce alone. they've leaned on the other players as well. So they contributed as well to the success of the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's all I'm saying. I still got love for you, bro. I just don't agree with you. And I know you're wrong, and I'm telling you to your face that you're wrong, bro. But I'm just telling you. Don't put no money on that, man. Don't put no money on that.
Trust me, I ain't putting no money on any games in the playoffs.
I would advise anybody else not to take that as well.
Man, so, I mean, listen, you can be wrong as two shoes in a Stacey Adams dirty shoelace. I'm sorry, man. Listen, I feel what you're saying. And Patrick Mahomes, like I said, he is a Martian. That's why I call him a Martian, because he got that high ankle sprain and he's still walking around like ain't nothing going down. But I just still feel like Joe Burrow feel like he's real determined, and I believe in his confidence. I really believe in his confidence. And like I said, he got him with a obscure offensive line last year. Now they finally got pieces on the offensive line, so his offense will be better. I just feel good with Joe. You know what I mean? I just feel real
good. Are you at your dad, dog?
Hey,
Are you at your dad, dog, man?
I'm rooting
he
for
is short 3 offensive linemen on his line right now, bro.
Yeah, but they still been performing pretty well. They've been
I would give you that, but man, come on, bro. Are you serious?
I'm serious, man. I'm serious. It's just something about the Bengals that make me want to take that angle. Listen, and I'm serious. I mean, real. Listen, defense is solid. They got Mixon, which they got Mixon. They got a mean running game, and they got more than enough athleticism to stop Travis Kelce and Juju Smith-Schuster, which I know they got Juju acquired him from the Steelers, and he's doing pretty well. So I think that they got enough pieces and great coaching on that defensive end you can't really stop the Martian Mahomes. The Mahomes boy is what they call him. But if you can suppress him enough where you can get your points in and get your sucker punches in, which I think the Bengals have that angle to do that and enough strength to hit him and hurt him for the earlier rounds, and then finally hit him with that knockout punch in the fourth quarter. I'm just feeling Joe. I feel his confidence, and I feel like it's destiny for him to be back in that Super Bowl. But I may be wrong, because like I said, this is Patrick Mahomes. So I'm going for Joe Burrow and the boys, but I won't be surprised if my homeboy makes it. So it's just one of them matchups that to me is hard to call. It's hard to really, to me, call it, because they both got great coaches. They both got a great offensive and defensive minds. It's very evenly matched. It's hard to call this.
Another thing to add to this, and I should have said it earlier, they got that rookie running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. Isaiah, what's his name? Isaiah Pacheco or something like that.
Very Afro-like.
Dude he's been very good up through the tackles, at least for the last part of this season. So if they don't lean on Patrick Mahomes, they still gonna run that ball. And Cincinnati has been a little weak against the run. Now I know their defense has been pretty stout, but that run, we'll see. They play tomorrow night at 6:30, so it should be interesting. But I'm saying, don't be surprised when Patrick Mahomes is sitting back in another Super Bowl.
Hey.
Now, I don't know if he's going to win the Super Bowl, but I feel like he's going to get over this hurdle this week, and Joe Burrow is going back home, and he can be cool at home like the rest of us, right? So
I don't care, man. I think Joe Burrow gonna keep it real thorough or whatnot. So he gonna give him a thorough.
We're gonna rhyme tonight.
I'm being real, man. He gonna give him a thorough ass whooping, if you know what I mean. So I think he gonna give him a good spanking. Yeah. Seriously speaking.
All right. So obviously you picking the Bengals.
I'm picking the Bengals all day, every day.
And I'm picking Kansas City. So we'll see who comes out. We'll make a little episode on this.
I hope they wear the white jerseys.
It doesn't matter what they wear. They're going home. They go at home. They can clean them at home.
Right,
no matter what they got on.
Jersey.
And the next game on the docket, man, we got the Eagles, your favorite team, the Eagles, versus the 49ers, man. Yeah, what?
I'm going to be real. I got to get the first dibs on this one. Listen, I'm
going to let you have it, man.
I seriously despise both of these teams. I'm going to be real with you. I hate the 49ers. Because of
I would agree with you on the 49ers.
And I hate the Eagles, seriously. So either way it go, I'm not rooting for either one of these teams. But I will tell you who I think will win. And it's simply because, and this is the easy answer, simply because I feel that they have a slightly better defense and I feel that they have a slightly better run game. And I feel it's going to be the 49ers. I feel like the 49ers is going to pull it off. And I don't care if they got a rookie quarterback. It's just Mike Shanahan is the man, and he knows how to get to the plan with just about anybody. You can put a newborn baby behind that line. And as long as he follows Mike Shanahan's plan, everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. So, listen, man. Man, like Bob Marley, no woman, no cry. I think the 49ers is going to make them Eagles fry, not fly. They're going to be frying them and eating them and sauteing them and flambeing them at the end of this game, man. 49ers all the way. And I ain't going to say go 49ers. I ain't going to say that little corny stuff they be saying, bang, bang, 49er game. But the 49ers going to pull it off, man. They're going to drop gold droplets and nuggets on top of their graves. That's what I got, man.
Once again, man, look, we supposed to be partners in this, and right now we are not clicking at all. Man, you are wrong once again, bruh. And now I know your hatred for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I hate them both, but I'm telling you I feel that the 49ers had a slightly better running game, and they got a slightly better defense, man. I just, and I think they got a better coach, which is Mike Shanahan. They probably don't have the better quarterback to me, but I think they got better everything else. So, yeah.
Are you talking about the same 49ers that you guys played last week? And if you had a better quarterback or a better quarterback play in Dak Prescott, y'all could have won that game.
Yeah, we could have.
So you talking about this same team with this rookie quarterback. You think he's going to go into, I don't even know what they call their Philadelphia. What is it? I can't even remember. That's your division.
Look, you can't call what? What are you trying to remember?
Whatever the name of that stadium. I don't know the name of that stadium.
I think it's called Lincoln something stadium.
Something like, Lincoln. Yeah, Lincoln. Something like that. I can't remember the full name.
Heights of Lincoln something stadium.
Listen. Jalen Hurts is going to kill them alone. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. Because, number one, you're going to have to either deal with him with his legs, or you're going to have to deal with him passing. Now, I know he's had the shoulder injury. They've been working on that. The reports have stated he's still been going through the process of getting that shoulder together. But the one thing that the 49ers have had issues with this season are the big plays. So if you can get them open with those big plays, which they got those big wide receivers out there. They got Devontae Smith. I think it's Devontae Smith. They got A.J. Brown. If they can get those two active and the people in between active, it's going to be a long day for the San Francisco 49ers. And if they get up early, we've never seen Purdy have to come behind and have to lead that team to a victory. That's a hard task for anyone to have to come up behind. Definitely when you are a rookie in a championship game and he's going to be fighting for his life. I feel Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win this game. Not by a landslide, but I would not be surprised if they got up by 2 scores.
Hey, man, that's a bold statement, dog. Listen.
And I'm not even a fan. I'm not even a fan of Philly. I don't care nothing about the NFC.
Listen,
I don't care nothing about y'all. But at the same time, I'm just talking facts. And if they get up early, which I feel they will, what's his name, McCaffrey and Debo, they're gonna get their runs in. But let's not forget that the Philadelphia Eagles, their defense is nothing to sneeze at either. So I think it's going to be a great game, man. I think we got 2 good ball games tomorrow. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I just feel that it's the Eagles all the way for me.
Lit.
And I feel like if they go to the Super Bowl, they're gonna win the Super Bowl too. I know you hate to hear that, but
listen. I hate to hear for either one of them teams to go to the Super Bowl. I mean, statistically, I would rather if I really think about, if I want to think about the ring count, I would rather for the Philadelphia Eagles to go to the Super Bowl, because if they win, they'll have 2 rings compared to my 5. But if the 49ers go to the Super Bowl, that's why I say it's so sick, because either way it goes, if they win the Super Bowl, they'll have 6, and that'd be 1 more than the Dallas Cowboys, compared to my 5. Statistically, I mean, the mortal man in me wants me to go Eagle, but my hunch and my gut is telling me the 49ers is gonna upset these cats.
No, it ain't no hunch. It's called hatred. That's what it is, man. It's hatred. It's hatred for the Philadelphia Eagles,
man.
I hate them both. This is a chaos.
This is equally hate. That's why I said I have no dog in this race. I hate them both.
Neither do I, but you gotta speak
I'm gonna be honest with you. I sleep rather with seeing your team in this situation than see these 2 teams. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest.
Now you talking, bro.
I sleep with rather see the green, because
I would have to.
Because at least I have respect for 2 of your coaches, Mike McCarthy and Vince Lombardi. I actually got love for them 2 guys. But man, I see it. This really breaks my heart to see these 2, and I got to pick between one of these 2. But I just feel like that the 49ers have a slightly better run game, and one thing I like about their defense, they do everybody do the cover 2. They got a thing called cover 6, and you don't know what they running until you snap the ball. And that's another element of surprise. Now, they haven't not been too good on tight end play. So I predict that on Philly's side, Dallas Gardner is going to have a pretty decent or pretty big game. But them boys hit hard, they hit swift, they hit fast, and they're able to adjust to whatever offense that you're throwing at them. And they catch on really fast. So they're very good, and I love their defensive coordinator over there on San Francisco side. In fact, he's been interviewing for jobs as we speak. I forget his name, but it's a black man, dark-skinned brother. I support him.
So, yes, sir.
Dude, he, to me, I call him the Black Dan Quinn. That's why I call him. He's there doing his thing. So at the end of the day, man, I just feel like they got a slight edge, and I think they run often. And they run hard, just like Philly, but I think they slightly better because you can put Debo behind there, you can put their regular running back behind there, you put in there, and then you got Christian McCaffrey. I'm telling you, man, if they put all that together the right way and that defense performs like they've been performing, I think they're gonna get Philly by a touchdown.
I agree with you on one thing. Mm-hmm. The guy that's over their defense has done a heck of a job. Yeah, I will give you that. So he should get a job. So I'm hoping he gets something because he's done a heck of a job. Talking about that, the Tennessee Titans got a new GM. What's his name? Rand Carthon or something like that.
Yeah.
Now where is he from? He's from where?
Boy.
Where is he? No, he was with the 49ers as well. So that's a great little segue right there. I think he came from the 49ers. Please don't charge me.
Yeah, don't charge me either. I mean, when I first heard of him, I thought he was kin to the Ritz-Carlton. I'm like, is he kin to the Ritz-Carlton family? That name. I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah. He's from the 49ers. Okay. So he's the new GM for the Tennessee Titans. So I would be interested to see how that goes down, man, because I don't know what they're going to do with Ryan Tannehill. I don't know. I think he needs to go, but I know they signed him to a pretty nice contract, and I don't see anything in Malik Willis at this moment. But the guy that they brought in to take over a little bit at the end there, he seemed like he was pretty good, pretty brilliant guy. So I'm not sure what the Tennessee Titans are going to do.
It's a good question. What's in the near future for Tennessee Titans? I think they're gonna have another slow season. I think next year's gonna be mediocre because they're trying to get all the pieces together. Cause
we agree. We agree on something.
I already told the Titans fans. I told all my little Takers, they were talking crazy about my team all year, and I said, "Dude, you worry about the Cowboys. You need to worry about your whole GM situation and how since y'all have went to a potential Super Bowl team and that's just that window closed, you now back to an expansion team. You need to worry about your situation, looking and thinking about how many times you're gonna be shaking and stretching your head next year because y'all gonna be losing some hellified games next year, and I don't think y'all gonna make it to the playoffs again.
I think they'll meet 500. I think they'll meet 500.
They'll probably be 8-9 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Now, do you think they'll reach out to someone like Derek Carr, someone like that, to fill in?
Sky's the limit. Everything is open. When it comes down to the NFL right now, the NFL has become very unpredictable. So you don't know if they're gonna reach out to Derek Carr or Jimmy Garoppolo.
Now, I think he's going to stay with the 49ers.
Or Trey, or the other quarterback that got the 49, Trey Young, whatever his name is, Trey. Yeah.
So you think? Trey. So do you think they'll actually trade off Trey Lance?
Trey Lance, man. You know what? Hey, listen. If Brock Purdy shot the world tomorrow with the Eagles, I think they'll probably keep Trey Lance as the second string and get rid of Jimmy.
Well, you know what? I take that back. I guess Trey Lance is gone because, Trey Lance is going to probably start next year because you know what? Purdy is going home. So I'm just trying to tell you, man, listen. It's going to be a wonderful game tomorrow, man. Listen. So, we talked about the new executives at the Titans, man. I think the Titans are going to be 500. I think they got some pieces that they get in place. But while we're talking about this, I'm going to talk about something that's close to my heart now. Let me pause real quick and get my thoughts in order. Word on the street, man, is that Nathaniel Hackett has been signed as the offensive coordinator for the New York Jets. You listen, bro. You talking about somebody that is excited right now because I'm just thinking about the possibilities. So what I mean by the possibilities is this. Number 12 could potentially follow the footsteps of that bad man, number 4, the real number 4. The real number 4, Brett Favre, when we traded him off to the New York Jets some years back. Wouldn't that be ironic, man, that Aaron Rodgers follows in the same daggone footsteps as Brett Favre?
Wow, that would be cool.
Hey, listen, bro. He's going right now. Look at his pack. Look at him right now. He's holding us hostage, and I'm gonna tell you, as a Packer fan, I'm so sick and tired of this whole going back and forth. You pretty much know. I give you the first week. It's still soft, it's still raw. It hurts to hear that you've lost the game. You're not going to the playoffs. I get it, but at this point, you pretty much know if you're coming back or not. I've already posted it on one of our videos where we leave the little weekly videos throughout the week. This man knows if he's coming back or not. And I just feel that it's absolutely selfish to hold this organization hostage, keeping us out on the limb, not telling us what you're deciding to do. At this point, the Green Bay Packers can pretty much say, okay, these are the pieces that we need to place around Aaron, or if Aaron Rodgers is not playing, then this is what we need to do to allow Jordan Love to be successful. And right now, he doesn't care about the organization, bro. And I'm telling you, as a die-hard Packer fan, and I know there are a lot of people who are Packer fans or not Packer fans at all who would absolutely disagree with me. But I know there are a heck of a lot of Packer fans out there that would absolutely say, throw the Joker to the curb. And I'm just dead honest. And then I had what's his name on Undisputed. Now Skip Bayless. All that he talks about is how Aaron Rodgers is the number one crybaby of the league. He's the number one diva in the league. But all of a sudden, he's talking about, let's make a switch with Dallas. And let's talk about getting Dak Prescott to the Green Bay Packers. And let's get Aaron Rodgers down to the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm like, what in the world? Hold on. This is the same dude that you say we need to get rid of. So what's your thoughts on that? Because I don't even need to hear your thoughts on the New York Jets situation, because I'm ecstatic about that. We'll need no more conversation about that. Don't mess me up on that, bro. But I'm going to let you talk about Skip Bayless. But yes, sir. He might be gone. Maybe it might be up on the frame soon, man. It might be up on the frame soon. Just look forward to it, man. Look forward to it. Yes, sir.
Listen, in the words of the great Ozzy Osbourne, Sharon. Sharon.
Don't talk about it, man. Let's move on. You break me down. I'm up here right now. I'm up here right
Rogers. Now. You've been dealing with that drama queen for a long time.
18 years.
I know it's about time to get him a farewell prom so he can be the queen and you can send him on his way. Listen, man. Dude, I've been telling you for a long time that your quarterback is the downfall of your team. He's the uplift, but he is also the downfall. Anybody that vents more than a half-naked stripper on a damn reality show like Love and Hip Hop on Pat McAfee show, or whatever his name is, I'm sorry. Yeah, Pat McAfee has become his shrink on social media. And he just airing out all the business. I'm talking about if he was in the mob, he would have been done got whacked. He's telling too much of the secrets. Listen, bruh. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. As much as I despise the Green Bay Packers, and I don't like y'all lead, I can't stand you. Them little G on your head. I don't know if you're working for the FBI or you're working for the disgruntled cheese factory. Hey,
don't
listen.
Hate, brother.
I would be happy for you. I would be rooting for you to get rid of Sharon Rodgers. I won't even call him Aaron no more. Sharon Rodgers. Listen, it's almost so much you can do with a person that claim that they want to be there, but they don't want to be there. It's like dealing with a schizophrenic. Right. 1 minute they love you, the next minute they want to kill you. Where in his case, 1 minute he loves you, and the next minute he want to leave. Well, it's at the point where you just going to leave the bird cage open and say, fly away. Please fly away. So hopefully, this situation goes where you can be like Dr. King and say, free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty, I am free at last. And let it do it, man. Do the thing. So that's all I got to say on that. Because you know how I feel about him, man. I just don't like the way he throw your players on the bus, and that turns me off. That really makes me mad. And I'm not a fan. I'm like, well, dang, you throwing your players on the bus. Sooner or later, these guys is going to give up on you. And they're going to see you signals like, hey, bro, I know you the man, and you a legend. And according to Stephen A. Smith, you that bad man. But you can be one less bad man on this band. All the way, going, to Candyland. So, hey, man, I feel you, bro.
Right. Like I said, man, it's ideal, man. If he wants to win a Super Bowl, they got the wide receiver core. They got a great running back. They got a great offensive line. They got a defense. It's ready. You got your own offensive coach, man. It's ready. It's ready for the picking, baby. Go on and go. Go on and go. Go, Aaron, go. That's what I'm saying, man.
We go back to the hashtag.
Go, Aaron, go. Go, Aaron, go. That's all I'm saying, man. It's time to go, man. It's time to go, man. Listen, I love Aaron Rodgers, man. He's been, as Shannon Sharp has stated, a transcendent of the football, man. The way he throws the ball, he still has an arm on him. I can't take anything away from him. But at this point, he's not able to get the job done. And what I've seen from Jordan Love, I've seen the growth. I've seen the ability to read. It's slowed down. The game is slowed down for him a lot better. And I've been able to see that this season. Even when he, of course, the latter part of the game against the Philadelphia Eagles this year, Aaron was struggling a little bit. And then he got injured, and they brought in Jordan Love. The game was pretty much almost over. But I was glad to see the way he was able to move the ball down the field. He was able to command the players, and it looked like the players enjoyed playing with him. But one of the things that I feel contributed to that the most is that he was at OTAs. He had built a relationship or a rapport with Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson. This is the future of the Green Bay Packers. And if we can get somebody like Stephon Diggs, throwing it out there, since he wants to be traded. Ooh, you talking about Christian Watson, Stephon Diggs.
And let me add to that.
With Jordan Love.
And let me add to that point.
With Aaron Jones.
That'll be a hell of a team, because to be honest with you.
Ooh, I'm throwing it out there.
Be honest with you, Aaron Rodgers really didn't have a pretty bad personnel, and then on top of that, what you said, he wasn't at OTAs. That's how you know a veteran quarterback don't care about being on the team no more, because you want to be at the OTAs. You do not want the new, I hate to say it, the new girl on the block. I want to say something else, but I'm trying to keep it family oriented. You do not want to have the new chick be the main chick. You the main chick. You want to be at OTAs to present yourself and show yourself your splendor and your beauty. You want to let everybody know why you the bad chick. So at the end of the day, you letting this new young perky thing, with the nice setup and the perky, show up and show out. So that's how you know when you ain't at OTAs. That's the biggest clue. You don't want to be there no more, because you out there getting drugged up, man, and do what you want to do, bro. If you want to go out there, lay out and hallucinate, do it, bro. But look, when it's time to play ball, let's be in practice. Let's get this team together. Let's win another. There's no way in the world that Aaron Rodgers should only have one Super Bowl. Man, I've been pointing that out to you for the longest, bro.
Not one. I mean, we went 15-1 one season. That was a downer, man, because he had everything you could think of as a weapon. We led the league in scoring. No one could defend us. No one could pass. Listen, what in the world is going on, bro? You are not committed to this game like you were before. But I don't want to say too much, because I don't want the Jets to look at this video potentially and send it over there to the owner and say he's no longer good for this. Listen, he's the best thing you can get. Go on out there and get him. You heard me? Go on out there and get that man. Go ahead and do it, baby.
Listen, Reese.
Go, Aaron, go. Go.
You're not gonna jinx it, man. If the Jets want Aaron Rodgers, they gonna get Aaron Rodgers. One thing you can say about your soon to be ex quarterback, or maybe he may stay there another year. Who knows? He's not a hard sell, and that's one good thing about it. So if they really want to get him, he really want to go, he can go. He can go anywhere he wants.
I mean, who else are they looking for? They're looking for a veteran quarterback. What better quarterback unless you're going to get Tom
Aaron
Brady?
Rodgers is that guy, and hopefully a good luck to the offense coordinator that left Denver over there, because he was kind of stinking it up in Denver. Maybe he can make a new vision with Aaron Rodgers there. So I think it's a perfect fit. Like it's a perfect blend of good girlfriend. So let the holy matrimony begin. You did. So that's how I feel on that. I ain't got much to say, because I'm not a fan of Sharon. I always say if I see him in person, I hit him in his nose. So I don't care that much about him too.
I ain't gonna go that far.
I really don't like Sharon. I don't like the way he treats his teammates.
You sure you don't want to hit him in his toe?
Man, listen, bro.
He like to put his feet on screen.
No.
But anyway,
I drop a hammer on that big toe. I'm just being real, because I'm not a Packer fan. I just really disdain how he treats his teammates. I really disdain
that. No, we're not gonna dog
nah.
man. I still love A-Rod, man, as a quarterback, man, but he got to go. He got to go. And I hope that Matt LaFleur and Ted Thompson, listen, let's get it together. Gutekunst, let's get it together and let's see a way out of this contract that you guys signed last season. I know it's a big one. I think he's making almost $60 million this year.
Oh, yes.
So nobody's going to walk out of a contract like that. So I know he's not retiring. Yeah. So we need to figure out another option. Let's just be real. But anyway, before we get into our next topic, we're going to take a brief commercial break. We'll be right back to you. All right. We're back. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the Cold Cheese and Hot Bullets podcast, where we're giving you all the news you need to know, definitely about the Dallas Cowboys and, of course, my Green Bay Packers, man. So, yes, sir. So, where we left off, we was talking about the teams making changes with potential offensive coaches and players moving around the league. There has been a new coach hire in Carolina, I believe, but I think wasn't your coach going down there to interview for that job as well?
Yeah. Dan Quinn, our defense coordinator, was going down. No, offense coordinator, Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore. Dan Quinn was
right.
interviewing for the Arizona Cardinal job. It's been so many switches going up. I've been, it's almost like I've been going on the trips to them interviews. I feel like I'm jet lagged, but everything been going on with the movements of coaches. Dan Quinn, Arizona, and of course, Kellen Moore in Carolina. And I think the biggest reason why Kellen Moore has not gotten a coaching job because simply the fact that he's not ready. And simple fact that they know it's whispers in Dallas, little small whispers, but they get louder that people, the fans, and some people behind in the organization, not Steven and Jerry, the two most important people I want him out of there. Slick want him out or whatnot. Kellen Moore, he feel like this. He's good at what he do. I don't want to degrade him too much because he represents the stars. So I'm gonna kind of keep it within and keep it gentleman with him. He knows what he's doing, but he's not mature enough to when he goes against teams like the 49ers, he gets stagnant when he goes against real defenses. And, like I said, your quarterback, people want to blame Dak. And I say, yeah, Dak is part of the problem because he's been in the league for 7 years. You know what passes to throw and what not to throw. But when your OC gets stagnant, and that's the person that the quarterback's taking his plays from, the quarterback gets stagnant. If the OC is panicked, then the quarterback get panicked because he know that the plays that he's gonna get is gonna be some nonchalant, and he's gonna have to play this nonchalant. He's gonna look crazy. So at the end of the day, I just feel like when it comes down to the pivotal times of the season, like the playoffs, he'll probably get you a playoff win, but you would not go to the Super Bowl with Kellen Moore because he's a collector of plays. He don't have a particular scheme or whatnot. And then he believes in a thing called the no identity offense. And the no identity offense originated in Boise State. And the reason why they came up with this invention called the no identity offense is because they wasn't getting the tier 1 players like Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Auburn, wherever major school that's in the NCAA, they wasn't getting them top tier players. So it was getting top notch third string players and at best top notch to mid range second string players. So basically they'll take one play and make 5 different plays out of it and whatnot. And that's how they did their offensive scheme. Now it works in the rankings of Boise State. Now I don't know what conference they're in, but it works in that conference because the competition is a little stagnant, just like his offense get. But when it comes down to playing against real teams like Alabama or something like that, it will fall apart because them guys are very skilled. They almost on the NFL level, and they will smash them like cookies in a cookie jar. Well, same in the NFL. You cannot have a no identity offense in the NFL, because in the NFL you got to stand for something. Either you're going to be a passing team or you're going to be a run heavy team. Either you're going to have smash mouth football or you're going to be finesse. But you're going to have to stand for something if you want to dress in this league. So at the end of the day, I feel like that Dak Prescott pretty much have gotten as far as he's going to get on the Kellen Moore system. But it's time for them to divorce, break up, and part ways. And that's why I said, if you put an Andy Reid behind that, or a Mike Viame behind that, or Shanahan, that could be totally different. So to me, it's not the quarterback, it's the mind behind the quarterback. And he needs that top-notch play calling that's going to get him on another level. Because even Jerry Rice had his coach, which was the father of the West Coast offense, and that's what Mike McCarthy wanted to go to. He had his coach that elevated him, but Dak don't necessarily have that OC to elevate him. And he's at that level now where he needs that OC is going to take him to the next level. And Kellen Moore is not it. And that's all I can say on that.
Yeah, I don't know much about Kellen Moore, but the whole thing is, I never understand if you like the game last year in the playoffs against the 49ers.
Yeah.
You had Tony Pollard, who was averaging 5 to 6 yards a carry, and you absolutely stopped running the ball.
4 times.
And I'm like, what are we doing? And he's not the only one. Matt LaFleur does that as well. Like, we can have the run game, and it's going down where they're averaging 5 to 6 yards, 7 yards a carry, and all of a sudden we turn the ball over to the quarterback. Mm-hmm. I just think that's, you don't stop doing what's allowing you to get the yards. And Tony Pollard's yak yards, he's been tremendous with that. He just doesn't go down with one tap. You really got to get him down. Yes. So I don't know what in his mind, what he's thinking about as he's putting together the game plan. But if you're winning the battle and you're gaining yards and you're progressing, I don't know why any coach will hinder his team from getting to the promised land, which is the touchdown. So, like I said, I just find that interesting across the board for every coach, but definitely from the games that I've watched with the Dallas Cowboys. So,
I'll give you 2 examples.
And
I'm gonna give you 2 examples before we move on to the next segment. You remember that Super Bowl with the Atlanta Falcons and the Patriots? You had Dan Quinn as the head coach. You had Mike Shanahan that was the offensive coordinator. Mike Shanahan, it's funny I use him as an example. Dak had Mike Shanahan, but I'm talking about now, not then. Mike Shanahan was just like Kellen Moore. He was a collector of plays, and he did not yet discover his scheme. So what happened was, when he come into real defenses at that time, like the Patriots, even though they were dogging him out, he would get real stagnant, and he would start throwing the ball and start doing curl routes because they was ahead. Or whatnot. They had Freeman, I forget his first name. They had something Freeman, their running back. They was low. They had 2 good stud running backs, and they stopped running the ball, and they started passing it. The same way we lost the game against y'all. We was ahead by 14 points. We stopped running the ball, and we started passing it, and we put ourselves at risk of losing the game. Y'all took advantage of it. Y'all like a smart team do.
What? Hold on, man. Hold on. What this got to do with what you talking about? How you gonna bring up the Packers? How you bring up the Packers and everything that we talk about? This ain't got nothing to do with the Packers, bro.
No, I'm using this
put it back into context.
I'm using this example. This is a perfect example. Yes, it is. We was up by 14 points. Example. We was the better team clearly in that game. We had no reason losing that.
Obviously, you were not.
We had
no
reason losing that game. Instead of sticking to the ground, we decided to throw it in the air. We got a couple of interceptions. Then y'all started making. We did 3 and outs. We got an interception, And then, like y'all supposed to, y'all start slowly, methodically coming back because y'all didn't give up on the run game. Y'all start bumping that run, and then your boy, he just came to life. He got that swing across the field, touchdown, caught it. And he was the fastest guy on the field that day, and he zoomed it in.
That's right,
Christian Watson. So, like I said, when we had a chance to put the game,
man, you better know the name, brother. You're gonna see him a long time.
Hopefully, he do good with love. But anyway, like I said, and where's the love? By the way,
where's the love?
But like I said,
man, watch that video if you ain't watching.
I watched it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but like I said, that was a perfect example. We was up by 14. We stopped our bread and butter, which was the run. We start throwing that ball around, and I don't care if you Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, or like my man Tom Brady to go. Because that game, we beat him the first playoff game. This past playoff, he threw the ball 66 times. Hey, if you ain't got a running game, you doomed. So, like I said,
well, they haven't had a running game all season, man. So anybody that's throwing the ball 60 plus times, 50 plus times a game, you're not going to win.
That's my whole point. Like I said, if you don't have to throw the ball, put the ball in the air, and put it at risk, then don't do it. And that in our particular game, we didn't have to do that. In that particular Super Bowl with the Falcons and the Patriots, they was up by major points. They didn't have to do that. Mike Shanahan learned from that, and you see how well he methodically runs the ball. He'll put Ayuk back there, even though he's a receiver. He'll throw Ayuk back there to run the ball from behind the line. He'll throw Deebo Samuels back there to run the ball behind the line. He'll put both his stud running backs back there to run the ball behind the line. He's so addicted to the run, just like Philly. That's the reason why these two teams are in this NFC Championship, because they are major runners of the ball, and they believe in boring football, not flashy football. I don't care if it's boring. If it wins games, we sticking to it.
It wins games. Right.
So,
right.
And then one more example. That Tampa Bay win with the Cowboys against Tampa Bay. Hey, if Kellen Moore would have stuck to that plan and would have told them, we sticking to the same plan with Tampa Bay, but we gonna do it on steroids, and we're gonna run harder, deeper, and whatever, we would have won that game against the 49ers. But he decided to get cute, decided to go to something totally different. It's just like he do not stay consistent with a game plan. It's like Kellen Moore, he know he got the answers, but he's so stuck on his arrogance, and he think he's a great play caller, better than what he really think he is. He started doing new things to try to reinvent himself, and the remix turns into a deep ditch that he did to himself. So I don't get it. I quit trying to understand it. I'm just like, it's time to go. It's time for him to go. And that's the end on that.
Well, yeah, you can end it on that, because see, you done messed up bringing in my Green Bay Packers. I told you I'm trying to stay up here for this episode, and you done brought me back down, bro. Rehashing stuff that happened back in week 9,
like
bro.
I said,
let's stay focused right here. We in the playoffs.
Hey,
man.
I can't help y'all to make the big dance, dog, man.
Neither did y'all. Did y'all make
the playoffs? That's what I mean. You didn't make the dance.
But I'm just saying, did y'all make the dance, though? Did y'all make the dance?
We didn't make the big game. So you got the dance, and you got the big game.
So y'all walking in the same. So y'all walking.
Yeah, but we made the dance, though. That's the difference. You was sitting on the couch.
Who cares to be in the dance if you sitting on the couch later on at the day?
Point at that star. Just tell you everything. It's even beautiful in black.
The ugliest thing I've ever seen, man.
All right.
Whatever, man. Listen, man. Like I said, man, we got so much we could talk about, man. But I think we're gonna stop it right there, man.
No, you gonna stop it when I tell you to stop it. Then you can stop it.
No.
You gotta get my permission. I made the dance. I get the last word around here, you loser.
No, man, we're gonna stop. Listen, we're gonna stop it right here, bro. And we're gonna close it out here, man. We thank y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to this episode right here, to another episode number 2 of Cold Cheese and Hot Bullets, where we give you all the information you need to know about the Dallas Cowboys and, of course, my Green Bay Packers, baby. You know what I'm saying? So if you have yet to subscribe to our channel, please do so. Hit the like button down below as well. Do not forget to tell a friend or a family member that you've seen one of the hottest shows on YouTube, and check out our podcast on all sites. Apple, Google, Spotify, You know where to find us. Just look us up, Cold Cheese and Hot Bullets. But until then, man, we'll sign off and we'll see you guys on the next go round. Peace.